Hello everybody, this is Gold League Gamer 1 and CaptainTurbo, and welcome back to Let's Play Sonic 3 and Knuckles. In this video we're going to go through Lava Reef Zone.
And what is the final of the final big zone of Knuckles' section. So if you've got to this point, this is where Knuckles' section would usually end in terms of levels anyway. And once again you have some absolutely fantastic music in this part. Again, I cannot hear it, but I know for a fact this level has some great music.
Well, of course, a Sonic fanboy like you would know that.
Oh yes, of course. So, I've got to wondering how many times we're going to be visiting the slot machines again in this part.
Maybe I didn't mention this in an earlier part, but one reason I like going to slot machines so much is so I can gather either continues or lives.
I know, you already said, I just like to make fun. And yeah, this is definitely a level where having the, excuse me, having the fire shield comes in really helpful. Because obviously it will stop you getting hit by the lava or any of the fire enemies and all that stuff, so if you've got the fire shield here, try and keep it.
I gotta say, when I saw those platforms we were just riding down it that threw me off. I was like, okay, what am I supposed to do here?
It's just like, to me it's like the barrels in Carnival Night. There's only so many things you can actually try before you'll find out what it is you need to do.
Okay.
Like I said, with the barrels you can only do so many things. You can jump on them, you can spin dash on them, and then you'll try pressing up and down. It's the same with those things. You can try jumping on them and then you'll try spin dashing. So there's always an answer, it's just a matter of trying to find it.
Okay. So while we were going through the explanation, we just went through a mini boss.
Not actually a mini boss, not yet anyway.
Well, then what was that thing we just encountered?
That's not. I don't think you can actually defeat that thing. I think it's just sort of there to give you a reason why the floor's crumbling.
Oh.
Because if I remember correctly, the mini boss is nothing like. I should say the stage 1 boss is nothing like that.
Oh.
Which you'll see in, I'm guessing, about 5-10 minutes.
Is he? Well, usually what I'm used to, like, if something is not normal, then you wouldn't see the boss responsible for it until, like, very much later.
Yeah, like I said, that is, I think it's just something that's supposed to explain why the floor crumbles, because I know you can jump over it, but I don't think you can personally destroy it. Okay.
Because, like, a prime example of what I'm explaining would be, like, in Paper Mario on the N64, where when we first go in, it's all completely cloudy and the sun's covered up. And well, we don't meet the boss behind it until, like, the very end of the chapter.
Yeah. Oh, we're back in hell for you.
Yes. Okay, I would like to see someone post a video of them actually trying to make progress in that.
I've already told you I've done it for my next LP with the Knuckles run.
Oh, I forgot that we talked about that.
And I said, this one's for you, Gold.
Oh, okay.
No, that's not going to be for a while, but I did do it. It is possible, like I said, but you need to know what you're doing with that one.
Yeah, but didn't you do your LP before I even knew who you were?
No, the original LP I did with the Sonic playthrough, that was, wow, that was back December of last year, I think. The Knuckles run through is what I did a few weeks ago, which should be going up as soon as Pokemon Crystal finishes.
Ah.
Because I consider the two playthroughs different enough that it warrants its own Let's Play.
Oh, so you just redid the Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
Well, essentially I'm just continuing it with Knuckles. As I said, Knuckles' sections are different in many ways, some of his bosses are different. It's different enough that it can be its own Let's Play without it being the exact same thing.
Oh, are you showing off, like, all the modes, like Sonic only, Tails only, Knuckles only?
No, I'm just doing the Sonic and Knuckles. Tails' sections are exactly the same, apart from the fact you can get to a few of the higher areas a bit easier because of his flying ability. But it's not worth doing it with Tails.
If you had a friend around, would you play the multiplayer modes?
I think Sonic 2's multiplayer is better than Sonic 3's, but I have played the multiplayer before. They're definitely fun. I don't find anything really wrong with them.
Huh.
Okay. Like I say, the only issue is I don't particularly have anyone who I should say in real life around here that particularly cares about playing video games. So,
Well, well, if you had ZNet, you could link up to someone.
you know how stable my internet is, pal. I'd probably be about 10 minutes behind.
Yeah. So ZNet would not work for you.
It probably would work, but I'd probably have a lot of issues with it. And as you can see here, you've got the fire shield. If you manage to keep that, then I will applaud you. Oh, there we go. Lost it straight away.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have opened my mouth. So obviously now we're getting into the... Okay. Obviously now you're getting into the last few levels of the game. Do you think this has a good difficulty progression in terms of the game itself is in getting harder as it goes along?
Well, you would expect that as we get closer to the end of the game, it's going to get harder.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, do you think it actually accomplishes that though?
Well, I would guess so, especially when we get to like the last zone.
Personally, I don't think Death is that tricky, but I don't know, this game, I don't think some of the levels are in the right place. Like I said, I think Sandopolis would have been better now actually, rather than earlier. And careful, because those can crush you if you accidentally go underneath them.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever actually tried the multiplayer in either Sonic 2 or 3 then?
Yeah, I have. Well, one time I did play the multiplayer mode, but I didn't have it. But I can't now because I don't have anyone to play it with.
Yeah, I used to play it a lot back in the day when I had my cousins and occasionally my parents would play it with me. Unfortunately, they both suffer from a major slowdown when you're doing the multiplayer though.
Yeah, Sonic 1 didn't have the multiplayer mode though.
No, it didn't. And obviously it makes sense there because she only really had Sonic, so...
His Tails was not introduced until Sonic 2.
Best thing to do would be to spin dash under that thing, but...
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. I'm in a bit of trouble with that thing, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
I'm not sure, but I think those enemies with the that produce the smoke, I think if the smoke touches you, it drains a ring per second. I'm not entirely certain about that though.
Okay.
If the smoke encases you like it did earlier. Man, you're getting really unlucky with this level.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, game over. I personally feel that Act 2 is a lot harder than Act 1 though. There's a lot more fire and there's a lot more spikes to accidentally step on. I think this is definitely easier of the two levels, but as I said, you're getting close to the end of the game, so even this level can be a bit tricky.
Yeah, it can be.
Personally, despite all the problems you're having, I would love to see you try an LP a Mega Man game.
Well, I haven't beaten a single Mega Man game, so I would need save states if I was going to do that.
I know, I remember the race, that's why I'd love to see you try and do one.
The Mega Man X race we did?
Yeah. With Troll Wife and all that, it was hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah, so I do have like Mega Man X 1, 2, and 3 on my SNES emulator, so it's a possibility.
We'll have to have someone choose Mega Man X2 or something in the future for a race or something like that.
Yeah. Well, who knows if that'll happen?
Well, I might do it just to mess around with you.
Oh, that'll be like the next time we get to pick a game?
Yeah. Because my pick's actually the next one coming up anyway.
Actually, your pick coming up is TMNT, which
Yeah, I'm just saying that's the next race we've got, and it was my first time picking a game, so
yeah.
that took a long time to get here.
Yeah.
When you absolutely slaughtered us all at Lion King.
Yeah. Yes. Well, yeah, Lion King, to be fair, wasn't as bad as Adventure Island 2.
Well, that's because it was only one part, though.
Right.
If Adventure Island 2 had only been a couple parts as well, then I still don't know who I'd give the Jerk of the Year to, either you or Sinister. For picking such a terrible game.
Well, I knew what I was doing when we did Lion King.
You were the only one that did that.
Well, you almost got to the first half of the game too.
I am amazed I got that far. I never managed to get through the second level until that race.
Right.
That amazed me.
Yep.
This boss can be somewhat annoying because the hitbox on the giant hand a little bit strange. It's very easy to get crushed even when you're not anywhere near it. But you're not having any issues because you're taking your time, thankfully.
Yes.
See, I like to rush, so...
Well...
I gotta have that speed.
Even though you're not a real speedrunner in this game.
Nah, I'm never gonna be able to speedrun a game. I'll never get a world record or anything like that.
No.
I'm not nearly good enough to do that.
Yeah, well... Alright, well... I can see. Yeah, you probably would not break the SBA record even if you tried.
No. I might get somewhat close one day, but I'll never be able to beat it. Unfortunately, you have to take down both the giant hand and these spherical things that come up before you can end this boss.
Well, I knew there is definitely a tactic to beating this boss. It just took about a minute to figure it out.
To be fair, none of the bosses in the game are actually that difficult to figure out. There you go, that's one down. And thankfully, my internet's remained stable, so I'm guessing it was the laptop's problem.
So that's what happened like the last time we met for commentary.
Yeah, if anyone's wondering, I usually, when we're doing commentary like this, I generally tend to use my laptop because it's just easier to take downstairs where I record. Today I'm using the desktop, which is working a lot better.
Oh, nope, that's not the end of the boss yet.
Nope. So I got the giant hand.
That doesn't look like a hand to me. Those look more like cannons.
It is supposed to be a hand. I'm almost certain it's supposed to be a hand. It's just like the one in Death Egg Zone.
Alright, Act 1's done.
Yep. What I like about this level in particular is you'll notice the design of the level changes rapidly from Act 1 to Act 2. It all goes blue where it was all red and orange a few minutes ago. Now you've got blue and purples everywhere because everything's become crystallized.
Yeah.
Which is about the only time I think you see anything like that in this game. Makes for a good, decent sort of last level-ish sort of thing anyway. And eventually I think you're able to see, as soon as we get out of this cavern area, that you'll be able to see the Death Egg actually in the background itself.
Cool.
If it is, I'll point it out. I might be wrong, it might be on the boss. And in that wall right there next to you, I believe is where one of the giant rings are that will send you to another special stage, just in case anyone watching is struggling to get all the Chaos Emeralds.
Yep.
Some egg monitors there, be careful. So it's been a while actually since I watched it, but when was it you did the last Sonic Let's Play for your channel?
It was July of 2013.
Oh, it's a good, well over a year ago then.
Yep.
And that kind when you usually let go of that jump, you usually have to hold down the jump button. It makes it easier to get the height you need.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Have you actually watched my Let's Plays of Sonic 1 and 2?
I have, but as I said, it was a while ago when I watched them.
Oh, okay.
That's why I asked when it was that you uploaded them.
Yep.
Unfortunately, they gave you the bubble shield here. What you really need, unfortunately, is a fire shield, which they're being a bit stingy on at the moment. Careful, don't get crushed. Ah, you lost it.
It happens, you know?
Oh, you're going back. Oh, he wants a casino. Is he gonna get it? Oh, he does. Oh, I thought we had a talk about this, Gold. You've got a problem.
I recorded these before I even knew what you were gonna say.
There's no excuse for that. You've got a problem.
Hey, you know I have my reasons for going in these stages.
Everyone always says things like that. I've got a reason. Oh well, at least you didn't spend long there this time.
Nope. I was out of there in a hurry this time.
Yeah. Because you knew it was wrong of you to be in there in the first place.
Hey, there's nothing wrong about wanting some more lives and continues.
Oh, you've got a gambling addiction apparently.
Okay. So you're telling me whenever you play this game, you don't resort to that just to gather lives or continues?
No, but that's because I've played this game that much. I can usually no death run it, so. Oh, you're gonna find the. Oh, you found another one.
Yes, we haven't seen this in a while.
Yeah, this is only the third one I think you've shown off so far. This one is actually very, very simple. There's only really one path to take. As long as you don't go too far forward or anything, you're gonna have no issues with this one.
Well, let's just see how far I get this time.
Unfortunately, I don't know if you managed to tell, but the stage... Excuse me. Sorry, I have just had some lunch, so a bit windy. This stage does begin to speed up the longer you're in it. I don't know if that comes down to how many blue spheres you've got or how long you're actually in the level, but it does speed up quite rapidly. Ah, damn it.
Well, I made some good progress that time.
Not bad, not bad. If you do end up going backwards, just press forward again and you'll be able to start going forwards again. That's all you need to do.
At first I thought you could only go in one direction.
And you can only go in one direction unless you hit one of those bumpers, which will send you backwards. But if you are walking backwards, you can fix your momentum so you're going forwards again. Get some rings. And you're actually, I think, nearly out of the cavern here. Can't tell if that's the death egg in the background or not. I'll have to have another look in a minute.
Okay.
And yeah, I've got to say, you're doing a lot better on this one than Sandopolis.
Yeah. Which actually surprised me, because I'm actually doing better on a later zone than a much earlier one. And here we go again.
And to be honest, like I say, even if you do manage to understand how to do it, it isn't worth it. The only thing you can actually get at the end of the bonus stage is one extra life, I believe. So it's not worth it.
Oh, extra lives are totally worth it.
Yeah, but you only get one, and it's actually quite a long way up, so it's not really worth it in the end. You'd be easy actually just going back into the slot machine bonus stage and farm rings there.
Well, there won't be many more times where you'll be seeing that.
Okay, I'll believe that when I see it.
Well, I'm only saying that because we're getting close to the end of the game.
Yeah. There's only a small number of opportunities left for it anyway. This is a somewhat tricky jump as well.
Yeah.
trying to get onto that platform. You managed it. Not too
Yep.
bad. And you're just lucky that didn't send you back down.
I know, it's just pretty glad it did.
It's so weird watching someone play this like they are.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's like if I was playing a Mario or Kirby game or something. I'm guessing I'd absolutely frustrate the life out of you because I'd play that game so badly.
Well, alright, then I'm interested in how you do playing either of the Earthworm Jim games. 'Cause I suck at those games.
I used to own Earthworm Jim 2 for the Sega Saturn back in the day.
Was it hard?
The normal platforming section's not so much, and yes, there's a death egg, by the way. There's a couple of isometric levels where you've got to essentially push this balloon along the level. Unfortunately, there's a lot that can send it back, and it's one of the most frustrating things in the entire game because of the isometric level design. It's honestly both frustrating and fun at the same time.
Okay, so while we were discussing that, it seems that Knuckles used a boulder or a snowball to throw Sonic off.
I think it's a crystal ball, to be honest. But yeah, I love this boss simply because of that background right there.
A crystal ball is what you do to host a seance.
No, I mean like a ball that's made out of crystal. Don't forget you was just in the crystal cavern part of Lava Reef a few minutes ago. He's probably got it away from there. I don't mean like something that witches or whatever, fortune tellers, yeah. And I don't get the whole bottomless pit there, because you actually have to go down that section in a moment anyway.
Yeah, I know.
Because as soon as you get onto that fourth one there, you'll actually have to go down, and I don't understand it. But be careful here, because you're kind of in a pickle here, pal.
Because you can die in the lava.
Yep. And you've no rings either, so yeah, you can't attack Robotnik here. You have to allow him to hit himself with those spike balls that he lets loose.
Yeah, and well, it does take a couple minutes, but I do figure out the attack.
Yeah, all you've got to do there is basically stay alive and avoid all the obstacles.
Yeah, and just let all those spiked balls hit him.
Yeah, if you get the fire shield that's right over here, it makes it a lot easier because you can now stand in lava. Which means that you don't even have to worry about platform, you just need to manage to jump over his spike balls. Unfortunately, this takes a little while, because I think it takes about 10 hits instead of the usual 8. Yeah, you really don't have to worry here about standing on lava now, Gold, even though you've got the fire shield. Just for future reference.
Okay.
Oh, you've lost it, so yes, you do need to worry.
Well, it was great while it lasted.
Yeah. Here's the thing, Robotnik's got this machine here that Sonic can't hit, and he's the one that screws himself over, essentially. If he just didn't fire those machines, then Robotnik would win this by no problem.
Well, every game has to be winnable.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying, he's an idiot. Oh, you just managed that.
Because I was once told that rigging games is illegal.
Then you have games like Mario Kaizo and stuff like that.
Yeah, but Kaizo Mario is a ROM hack, though.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I don't think people particularly care about fairness in video games when it comes to fans anyway. That should be about it, I think. Oh no, a few more hits. Oh, one more. Be careful, because that lava is still killable until you press the switch.
Capsule.
The capsule switch, yeah.
Alright, until next time, this is Gold League Gamer 1 and Captain Turbo. Later, folks.
Goodbye. And you forgot the transition again!
Yes, I know.